Serious Problems.
Welcome to Serious Problems with me, guest presenter, while Mika Vermeulen is off being a wuss, not racing, with today's guest, and who James is going to introduce. But first, Jimmy, what's your serious problem?
Oh, mate, actually, I don't have a serious problem because I'm starting to feel a bit old on the World Cup, but now I'm like, we're really two old guys, so I feel really young today. So it's good. It's an honor to have Tobias Angerer with us on the podcast. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for the inviting.
I'm going to present you a little bit to the people listening to this podcast because I feel like I'm one of the old ones, and I remember watching you on TV, but I'm not sure all our listeners remember watching you on TV because it was already, I think your end of your career was 2012, 2013?
14,
Yeah. Mate. Come on, you got to know these facts.
Yeah.
I skied it with Andrew.
We're having a discussion. So yeah, you guys actually, I watched them on TV and you guys actually raced together. So
Yeah.
it's,
I was saying just before we started that this is like great for me because Tobias is like an absolute legend when I was starting skiing. And now it's like you're saying, you feel old, but I feel old. Like, I don't know the name of anybody under 30. I'm like so useless. But finally, we have a guest that I know the name of, I can look up to. It's so good.
yeah. So I'll present you a little bit. You can interrupt me if I'm wrong.
Jimmy was looking
I
up.
think you're right.
Jimmy was looking on Wikipedia earlier.
Okay.
He's always wrong.
Get some fact. I looked on both Wikipedia and Fizz, so hopefully I got most of it right. So you German skier from most of your career was between early 2000s to 2010, 2014, and you've been on the relay for many years with kind of the dream team for Germany. You've had many podiums on World Cup and on the Olympics and World Champs. I think you've had 16 World Cup wins.
You know it
Yeah.
better. I don't know.
2 overall World Cup wins. And yeah, you were the anchor leg, I think, most of the relays that got a medal in World Champs and Olympics. And most of all, which is why we have you here on the show today, is because you won the first ever Tour de Ski. And in the background, you have the trophy. I'm sure you've got one of them at home then.
Yeah, I have it at home, and every day I take a paper and
Yeah.
clean it. Now it's
Polish your trophy just to remember the good old days.
yeah, it was something really special.
Yeah.
The first Tour de Ski, and then when you win the first Tour de Ski, it was something really I dreamed about to win.
Yeah.
One day the tour, and did it the first.
You did it the first time.
Yeah, and so that was really cool 10 days.
Yeah. But can you take us back then? Because for us, Tour de Ski has always been part of the program while we've been racing. But for you, it was this new concept that got introduced. And what did people think of it? Did it seem like a completely crazy idea? How long beforehand? Did you know 3 years in advance, or was it the season before?
It was, I think, the winter before the first Tour de Ski. There was the idea of Vegard Ulvang and Jörg Kapol.
Yeah.
When they are talking about a format like Tour de France, to find the best skier with sprint races, with mass starts, classic skating, and in the end, something totally new.
Yeah.
And this was the uphill to Alpe Cermis.
Yeah.
It was something, in the beginning, it was crazy to ski up a black slope and
Yeah.
I remember hearing about people that were like trying putting skins under their skis beforehand and all sorts of tests like that.
yeah. And then we heard about this idea, and in this season I won the first time the overall World Cup.
Yeah.
And I said, Tour de Ski, it sounds good. I can go. I'm good in classic. I'm good in skating. Sprint was good. Okay, mass start. I loved mass starts. So for me, I said, okay, that is my goal for the next season.
Yeah.
And then I trained and I tested the Tour de Ski in September We have a test week in Germany.
What? So you did like a mini Tour de Ski, or
Yeah, no, it was. We had 6 test races in 7 days.
okay,
Yeah. With and
with a hill climb?
no, there was no hill climb. And the last day we had a 20-kilometer skating race.
Okay.
Normal. But I saw that I got better and better day by day.
Okay.
And then I said, okay, that is good for me.
Yeah.
The only problem is with this uphill. You
Yeah.
don't know how to ski, and then
But I guess that must have been the same for everybody.
yeah, but
Completely new, so nobody knew how to do it.
yeah, and a lot of skiers, they had so much respect, and from the beginning of the tour they were only talking about this Alpe d'Huez,
Yeah.
and that was maybe a problem for some of the other favorites, because they were not concentrating stage by stage.
Okay, it was all about
They
the
were
last.
not in the in
They weren't in the zone. They weren't in. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
and I was my tactic was day by day, and then the last day I was concentrating on the last uphill, and it was a pursuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was because it's only been changed the last like maybe 4 or 5 years. That it's been changed into the mass start, the upper Jeremys. Because before that, so the last 15 editions have been pursuit on the overall of
Yeah.
the tour.
So
What do you think about that then? Tell us.
I like mass starts, but in the Tour de Ski, the last stage is for me is for the winner.
yeah.
For the winner of the overall Tour de Ski. He had 6, 7, 8 days time to get in this position. And now on the last stage, he has the pressure, he has the lead, or
Yeah.
something else. And then who is first up on the Alpe d'Huez can celebrate.
Yeah.
And you have these pictures I have this picture with the German flag and with winning the Tour de Ski. And for me, it's the last stage made for the winners.
Yeah. I get that. It's kind of an anticlimax if you see like you cross
And
the
you have
line
to
in
do
the
a
back.
lot of work from Tesoro, from the stadium.
Yeah,
First
definitely.
around in the stadium and then down. You have to work all the time when you're alone. And then it's a different to go then the uphill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
You're a little bit tired, and
Yeah, for sure.
I think this is a much more challenge.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
my
but
opinion.
I can see as well the argument that like you want to make it kind of an interesting race to watch, and it also gives the opportunity to, okay, French skiers, for example, Mika Vermeulen as well. They're not guys that are necessarily always on the podium, but they're extremely good at this particular climb.
Yeah.
And if they start 5th, 8th, 10, 15, then they're not going to be winning that race. And of course, they kind of
Mate, you do have to remember that Mika was on the podium in the overall Tour de Ski last year, and
For sure.
Lou has also been on the podium in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
overall. So
definitely.
It's not like
Yeah.
it's going to be a terrible race for them.
for sure. But I think it's still.
I think they changed it a few years ago because there was in the women's race, I think was a gap around 3 or 4 minutes
Yeah.
from the first to the second.
Yeah.
And that was a little bit boring to watch.
Yeah.
But I think in nowadays you have so many possibilities with the split screen on TV
Yeah.
to show the leader and
Yeah.
the following
Chase
group,
group,
the
yeah.
chasing group. So
This,
yeah,
this, I've got to ask you a question. So you work in TV as an expert on cross-country skiing, don't you?
a little bit, yeah.
A little bit, yeah. What do you think, like, of some of the? Why can they not do more split screens and stuff? It's like sometimes you're watching the races and I feel like it's still like we're in the 80s and you're watching an individual start race and all you see is like the trees and then every like third minute you
Ask
see
the
some.
producer.
Yeah.
Right, so you as a TV expert agree with this?
I don't know. I think it's possible. I think too much is not good, but maybe sometimes when it's the right time
Yeah.
to show different angles.
I think like they're trying a little bit, like they added the GPS. So today, for example, in Top Black, we're racing with the GPS,
Yes.
but then they show the difference into the finish. So then we got kind of robbed of the suspense of seeing.
watched the race and I didn't know what it is.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
It's
but
a
yeah.
little bit.
I was more meaning we saw, for example, Astrid Slind go into the finish, and then the GPS was saying that she was 7 seconds ahead of Stadlober, and we didn't know that. If we would not have known that if we were just watching
Yeah.
the splits. And so I feel like sometimes the innovations can also kind of ruin the race.
A little bit. That
So-
did do my head in today.
Yeah.
Anyway, I would like to jump back to before the first Tour de Ski that we were just talking about. And was it controversial doing this whole new format?
Yeah.
It sounded like you absolutely loved the idea.
Yeah.
But for the other athletes,
Other athletes, they were a little bit negative
yeah,
about this new format. I think you have to try it.
yeah,
Yeah.
And the idea was really, really good. And the first tour normally started in Czech Republic,
Yeah.
but the lack of snow, so the start was then in Munich in the Olympic Stadium.
Yeah.
And
I've
that was,
seen videos of it. It's so cool.
Something
Yeah.
really, really crazy. The Olympics in Munich. When you watched 2 years ago the European
Yeah.
games, this stadium is great. It's made for sport.
Exactly. Yeah.
And to start there, it was a very, very short sprint, a lot of crashes, and but it was, I think, the right start for the first Tour de Ski,
Yeah.
and then we went to Oberstdorf.
Yeah. And how many? This will bring us on to a little bit comparing current tours to the previous tours. How many stages was it? How much travel did you have between the different stages?
Normally, the first tour had 8 stages,
Yeah.
but then without Czech Republic, it were 6
Okay. Yeah.
stages. But I watched it on the mobile phone. We had around 90 kilometers.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had 30 kilometer. We had 20 kilometer. We had 15. 2 sprint, and the last uphill was 11 kilometers.
Yeah.
But I feel like now we're going a bit round the pot. I really want to hear what you think of
And
the development of the tour in the last.
My opinion, the tour needs minimum 2 countries,
Yeah.
maybe 3. First of all, you have to say thanks to Italy
Yeah.
to host every year the tour.
Definitely.
That's really, really, really good. But I think you need Germany, you need Switzerland, maybe Austria.
Yeah.
And when sometimes it was crazy with the travel. That was sometimes it was dangerous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
When you went from Nowe Mesto, from Oberhof was the start.
Yeah.
Then you went to Nowe Mesto, and from Nowe Mesto, 700 kilometers or 600 to
Asiago, maybe, no?
was it Asiago or directly to Val di Fiemme?
yeah.
Okay.
And then you race the next day also some of those times, because there's a rest day on the travel days, but I think you guys had some really long days.
The travel day was the rest day.
Yeah. Oh no, but did you not have some days where there was a long travel and a race the next day? It was race, travel, race.
Oh, I don't know exactly.
Okay.
I think we had the race and then we traveled
Yeah.
and arrived in the hotel at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning. And then we had the rest day.
Okay, yeah. So
And but for the athletes, I think it was not the problem, but for the service teams,
definitely.
coaches, with all this stress, and then it's dangerous.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
can agree with that. That's actually a good point. I tend not to think about that when I race. I just think we need to do more. But you do forget about like the long days the support staff have, and like the packing up of the wax kits.
I think 8 stages is the perfect
Yeah.
for the Tour de Ski. It's 2 countries.
with lots of 5K heat mass starts, or
I'm looking forward to it.
yeah. Oh, see, but
Let me surprise.
that like I do have like respect for you, because you said that a lot of people were negative to the tour when it got started, and now FIS are trying to come with new ideas, and I'm being super negative about the 5K heat
I
mass
read it.
start.
Yeah?
but we've got to give it a go.
you know, here in South Tyrol, it's always perfect weather.
Yeah.
We have no snowfall.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but still,
conditions.
But you do have that it turns from -10 to +5 in the space of an hour.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
Yeah.
But we have to try it.
Now it's happening. We've got to try it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But
and
I'm just more negative because, okay, I just don't think it's. Or we tried it in the summer in a race and it just wasn't good TV viewing. But maybe the producers here are going to do a super good job and make it good. So we'll see in a few days' time.
Let's be positive.
My opinion is that, okay, we're doing this 5K heat mass start, but we need some longer stages. You guys used to have the long stages. It's like you
I
said.
think this year is the problem with the Olympics.
Yeah.
I said it. The Tour de Ski is a major event, and in the major event, you need the best skiers.
Yeah.
Look at tennis or golf. You have 4 majors,
Yeah.
and the best play at the major, and the best skiers have to be part of the Tour de Ski. And when you have Olympic Games, it could be a problem
Yeah.
when it's too long.
Yeah.
That some skiers of the best say, "Oh, this year I don't like the tour. I concentrate on the Olympics."
My opinion on that, though, is that the FIS have tried to make it shorter, and now it's just the same almost as 2 normal weekends of racing with 3 races. And there's still people that aren't coming because they want to try and focus on doing well at the Olympics. So my theory is you've got to make it a bigger event, more points. There's 2 ways to go. But I do have sympathy. It's difficult for FIS.
We love racing, and I train the whole year to compete.
Yeah.
A whole season.
Yeah.
We raced every race in our time.
Yeah.
I wanted to race every.
Rumor has it though that on the German team.
I don't like this concentration on a big event, only on the big event, because every skier has a responsibility for the product cross country ski.
Yeah, definitely.
If we want to develop cross country skiing, we need the best skiers at the start line.
Yeah. This brings me on to a rumor I've heard about the German team that you guys were you had, like Jimmy was saying, you had the dream team. You had Teichmann, you had Philbrich, you had René Sommerfeld, and that, like, you guys were so strong.
Yeah,
and I've heard that, like, you raced so hard and you guys were so good that there was like a couple of times you were like to the coaches, you'd won on the Saturday and there was a race on the Sunday and you're like, oh, can we go out to the bar anyway? We're still doing the race tomorrow. Did you used to do that?
No.
Yeah. I don't believe you. I do not believe you at all. Because I remember, like, when I used to race or like when I first started racing, you'd go to Davos and everybody would go for a party on the Sunday night in Davos. But then, like, COVID happened and Clabo came along and he just started, like, winning everything and being super serious. And now everybody's really bored.
Yeah, but sometimes it's good when you have, you need to celebrate. It's not only good it's good for your, for your feeling.
Yeah, for your mental well-being.
And when you win something, then you have to celebrate it.
For sure.
The time is flying.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think, it's 11, 12 years ago, I stopped my career. The time is flying, and you have to enjoy every moment. And when you have a good result or when you win a race, then you have to celebrate a little bit.
Definitely.
But that brings me a bit to when Muzzy was talking about the dream team of Germany. It kind of also brings me to I looked at your result in Vancouver when you were second on the skiathlon. And the best Norwegian result was 28th with Gjerdalen. What do you kind of think of the way the German team has been evolving? Okay, it's great results on the women's side, but the men's side hasn't been quite the same since you guys retired. And what do you think about the Norwegian domination? Like, kind of both things happening.
They have so many skiers, and I think they don't do mistakes. No. They have a training philosophy, and when you have, I don't know, thousands of athletes.
Yeah.
In Germany, we have 50, 100 maybe.
Yeah, but you have a country that's a lot bigger than Norway.
Yeah, but we have less skiers. We have
the pool of skiers, though.
It's. I think they have another sports mentality. Yeah, about sports in the in the nation.
Yeah.
And
What is the difference, do you think, now? So you have like there's good
But we
German
have-
skiers.
we have
You have
good-
good results. Mock's been on the podium at the Tour de Ski,
yeah,
but you don't have the stable level you guys used to have. What is the difference
Also,
between now?
when we started, everybody in the beginning of the 2000s, we were not really good.
Okay.
We developed year by year, and and the first medal was won René Sommerfeld in 2001 in Lahti, 50 kilometers. And from this time, we had world class in our team.
Yeah.
And when you train every day with world class athletes, then you get better and better, and you don't realize it.
Yeah. And it was just
And then we pushed
yeah. Okay.
every training, and we had different training systems.
Yeah.
There was the group in Oberhof, and there was the group Oberwiesenthal and Bavaria.
Yeah.
And I trained the whole season or the whole summer with René Sommerfeld.
Yeah.
And then I grew up step by step, and it was every year a little bit more. And I think in this time, the Norwegian team, Alsgaard, Delhi, they ended their
Yeah. They were
career.
at the end.
And Nortuk came in 2006,
Yeah.
and in this time there was a vacuum,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that was good for us to see we can go for the podium. You have many nations that were in this time
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
skiers from all over the world, and yeah, it was a really good time. But then with when Nortuk and Sundby, then it's getting more and more dominated by Norway.
And Russia as well, because Russia was
Yeah.
nowhere to be seen in these results, actually. Almost.
Yeah, they had good skiers in
Yeah.
in the 2000s with Rochev,
Yeah.
Lekov.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I bring you back to, so you were talking about the German system, that there was Oberwies and there were these different groups, and it seems like there's still that today. But do you think that's the best way to go? Like you talked about, okay, you had the group of you that trained together and you pushed each other all the time, and that was what made you better.
Yeah, you have your time alone too.
Yeah.
For training. I think it must be a middle way
Yeah.
of both training together and motivating and pushing, and then some training alone. It's my.
So
my
you had
way.
national team camps, and then you were back at Oberwiesenthal? Okay.
I was not in Oberwiesenthal. I was in Ruppolding.
Okay. Yeah.
It was from the Bavarian group.
Okay. Yeah. Because just my thought was maybe that.
You know where Bavaria is.
Yeah, I know it.
I think he meant Oberstdorf.
it's-
He meant Oberstdorf.
It's Oberstdorf is
Yeah.
yeah. But Ruppolding is on the other
Yeah.
side of
Yeah.
Bavaria, and it's near Mika's.
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I was just thinking that maybe grouping everybody together in one place, because the pool, like in Norway, there's people in Trondheim, there's people in Lillehammer, there's people in Oslo, but there's so many skiers, you get these big groups. Whereas in Germany, when there's less skiers, maybe everyone grouping together in one space.
And also the juniors are always super good in Germany. I feel like there's Mark, Janos Brugger. There's lots of these young talent that have medals from under 23s.
But then it's the most difficult way is then to bring these junior
exactly.
world class athletes to the senior
Yeah.
world class level. And when you see, and I think the most important part is between 19 and 23.
Yeah.
There you have to develop.
Yeah.
You have to do the steps.
Yeah, but I feel like France is managed, Italy is managed, but maybe Germany.
Oh, when I
yeah, maybe.
Mock has been on the podium
Yeah.
for ski, so
For sure.
we
I mean, I'm just
Develop.
Yeah.
I'm doing.
I was a really bad junior.
Oh yeah.
I was in the world championships,
Yeah.
but my best result there was 18.
Okay.
When did you start? How old were you when you first broke into the top 10 in World Cup?
My first top 10 result, it was in 2001
Yeah.
in Ramsau.
So you were like 24?
24, yeah.
Okay. So you were not early bloomer, no?
I was in the European
Yeah.
Cup all the time, ups and downs, and I won in '99 a sprint relay with Peter Schlickenrieder.
Uh-huh.
The World Cup. That was a
Okay.
big surprise. yeah. It was
Awesome.
in Asiago in the
Awesome.
on the golf course.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have so many silver medals and bronze medals from major championships, but you never managed to get that
gold.
gold medal. But who was like the main like your main rival? Was it Hellner maybe, or it changed a bit throughout the years maybe?
No, I gave everything in every race.
Yeah.
And I think when I look back at my career, it's more that I dreamed about.
Yeah.
For me, it's always the Tour de Ski is my world
Yeah.
champion title.
Yeah.
And it was sometimes it was the snow in Sapporo.
Yeah.
There was a big snowfall in the last starting numbers. Then I think I was in a really, really good shape.
Okay.
Andrew Young, our teammate, also told us that he was racing the World Championships in 2013, I think, and he was out on his first lap when you were on your second lap, and you came past him, and he managed to keep up because you had such terrible skis.
Yeah, I know this
That-
race.
that-
That was not good.
So I think you have had. If
was
Andrew Young, age 21, could keep
Yeah.
up with you, then I
It
think.
was the 15 kilometers, Katie.
Yeah.
In 2010, it was the closest to the gold in the skiathlon.
Yeah.
But there was the first time that a nation did the tactic.
Yeah, because the
When-
Germans had. What happened there? It was
No, it was Johan Olsen.
no, the Swedes. I mean, not the Germans. Yeah,
The Swedes, yeah. He went away,
yeah,
always 20, 30 seconds in front, and we had to do the work.
yeah,
And Hellner was always end of the group,
yeah.
and in the end, then Petter had a crash, I think,
Yeah,
and then Hellner did it.
yeah.
Okay.
Was
You-
close,
'cause it
1
was
second.
it was a sprint finish. Then you were
Yeah.
you were second or third?
I was second. I
Second,
managed
yeah.
it in the last downhill from fourth to 2.
Yeah, fourth to second.
That
You
was
couldn't
good.
quite get past Hellner.
Yeah, but it was everything is fine,
Yeah,
and I enjoyed it to be a cross country skier. It's the best sport. I love it.
I heard our teammate Andrew Young is a nerd and he knows all these facts from back in the day.
Oh.
I heard that you're not only been a pro skier, you've also been a DJ.
Yeah, yeah. What?
DJ Toby.
Yeah. It was a crazy time. No, it was one time in a year in the spring.
yeah,
We organized a party. Sport meets rock
okay.
was it called,
Hey.
with 1,000 people.
Oh, yeah?
In a sports hall,
Yeah.
and we had a live band. And after the live band, it's only rock and roll, rock music.
Yeah,
Because that's my favorite, and skiers and all kind of sports persons came to this party from all over Germany, and it was the time. In this time, you had no mobile phone, or
back in the days when everything was better.
yeah, and that it was great. And then after that, I was the DJ.
But
And-
rumor has it that you had a website, and then it was on the
Yeah.
one side it was cross country skier Toby, and on the other side,
Yeah,
DJ
and
Toby.
every 2 weeks I had my playlist, the top 10. of Toby.
Uh-huh.
It was with Metallica, with I don't know, AC/DC, Foo Fighters.
So you're an early influencer then.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
If
It was a time when every skier has his own website,
yeah,
Yeah.
easy made,
yeah,
and you wrote an article about the World Cup weekend.
Like a blog.
Sun was shining,
yeah.
and blah blah blah.
That was the
Yeah, but this
Instagram.
was the only way to communicate
Yeah.
with the fans.
Yeah. So you were an early influencer.
No,
Quickly, jumping back, how is the interest in cross country skiing in Germany at the moment? Because you guys used to
Yeah.
be so big, do so well internationally, all the world championships, you were up there competing. And now you have the women, but now Victoria Karl's not racing and things. How is the interest in cross-country skiing in Germany?
And Germany, the people who watch sport want to have the Germans in front.
Yeah.
Then it's easier. And we have, that's good in Germany, we have all kind of sports. When you see in winter sports, we have biathlon, cross-country skiing, ski jumping, alpine skiing, bobsleigh, luge, ice skating.
Yeah.
Every kind of sport. And that's good.
Yeah.
It's good for the Olympics.
Definitely.
And in this time, when you are not so successful, you get less TV coverage.
Yeah.
When you're more successful, you get more TV coverage. It's not like in Norway or in Sweden that every race is live on TV. You can watch it on Eurosport, but in ARD, ZDF, it's a fight between the
different
sports.
sports.
Yeah.
So the Germans need to get their act together, start doing
That was-
fasts.
20 years ago, that was the Tour de Ski was at the right time.
Yeah.
We were very successful. Cross-country sports in Germany was really big, and when I won the last stage, there were around 8 million watching this stage.
That is so.
The last stage, because it was something new.
You must have been an absolute
Everybody-
baller when you went up
Yeah.
Germany.
How
After
can
that.
they ski
Come
up
back
there
with your
in-
trophy. 8 million people been watching you. That must have been.
Yeah, that was a great time to start this major event.
Yeah.
But now you see when you have results like Friedrich two years ago when he was second, it's a push.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like when we're looking at the numbers from viewers in Austria, for example, there was the year where Mika started taking a big step in skiing.
Yeah.
The viewers like went up so much just in Austria. So, and that's one skier. So it can also turn around really quick. And
Yeah.
Are there any up and coming German skiers that you should
How is it in Great Britain with cross country skiing?
not?
No,
So big, not so big.
With TV coverage.
You can
Olympics.
watch it on Eurosport, and then at the Olympics it will be on TV. And if we race fast, then hopefully they'll show
BBC
stuff. I'm not quite sure how it is. I think
it used to be, but
there's a rule in Britain that it's got to be aired for free on TV. There's like some certain competitions that can't be behind a paywall. So I think the Olympics is one of them. But to be honest, I don't actually know. I'm not home in Britain so much.
Guys, it's really cold here.
Yeah.
right, we have one question that we always ask our guests. If you had to do one dream session with two people, anywhere you want, where would you go? What would you do? And who would you go with? It can be anyone you want alive.
I go with you two guys.
That is not valid. We've had this done before. That is not valid.
I want to play a round of golf with Tiger Woods and Johannes Kleber.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I reckon your
and then we
gonna
see who
love
will
that.
win.
And where would you do it?
I don't know.
Andrews.
St. Andrews, yeah, in Great Britain. Yeah, that's
That was a good. That was
Great Britain.
that was a really good one, actually.
Right, thank you very much for taking the time, and hopefully me and Jimmy are going to end up with one of those trophies like you've got as well.
I enjoyed it.
Probably not. It's not started so well, Muzzy. So
Was really nice, guys, and thanks for the invitation and good luck for the
thank you
rest
much.
of the tour.
Yeah.
Enjoy dinner.
I'll do a small word for Mika because I'm sure he would have loved to be on the podcast interviewing you today. So he'll be back soon, hopefully. Anyway, this is Serious Problems. Remember to like and subscribe, and over and out. Thank you very much.
Ciao.
Bye.
Serious Problems.